Hi, my name is Brandy, and today we are going to learn about making predictions when we read a text. A prediction is a guess you make based off pictures or clues in a text. You can predict many things. For example, you could predict maybe what your mom is making based on the ingredients on the kitchen counter. You can predict that it might rain tonight based on the clouds in the sky. But today we are going to learn about making predictions of a book based on the title, cover, and illustrations. Remember, illustrations are the pictures in the book. They are the drawings. When we make predictions, sometimes I like to use phrases like I bet, or I predict, or I think that might happen. So, today I'm going to read to you One Dog Canoe by Mary Casanova and pictures by Ard Hoyt. All right, let's start. Remember, we are making predictions. We are making guesses. So let's start with our title, One Dog Canoe. What could we predict or guess that this book might be about based on the title? One Dog Canoe. Well, let's see here. Maybe the girl only has room for her dog. One dog in a canoe, or maybe she only wants one dog in her canoe, or maybe she just wants a dog and no other animals in her canoe. I don't know. Now let's look at the illustrations on the cover. What do you see happening right here? How does the girl look to you? How does the dog look? To me, the girl looks a little surprised, and the dog looks very surprised. Why do you think they look that way? Well, it could be lots of things. Maybe they're scared of this bird, right? All right, we're going to flip over to the back because there are more illustrations on the back. What do you see happening here? It's still part of the canoe, isn't it? And what does she have in her canoe? And somebody is being naughty in the canoe, and they're throwing out what? Yep, they're throwing out her lunch. So what can we predict about this? Well, we can predict that we have more than a dog in the canoe, right? And we can predict that this animal's kind of being naughty. Well, let's read the description on the back. Maybe that will give us some clues. It says, when a girl and her dog set out on a canoe trip together, they're expecting a quiet afternoon for two. That gives us a clue right there. Then a beaver decides to join them. Even when the girl protests, it's a one-dog canoe. And when a loon, a wolf, a bear, and a moose all ask for a ride, it's too much. But they all manage to fit in this one dog canoe until a frog comes along. All right, I am going to read this book to you, but I also want you to be thinking and making predictions in your head about what you think is going to happen next and how it might end, okay? I set off one morning in my little red canoe. My dog wagged his tail. Can I come too? You bet, I said. A trip for two. Just me and you. I dipped my paddle into ribbons of blue. Beaver, stop chewing. Can I come too? There's not much room. It's a one-dog canoe. But with a slap and a swim, Beaver scrambled in. I swished past ferns where dragonflies flew, loon stretched her wings. Can I come too? I doubt you'll fit. It's a one beaver, one dog canoe. But with a whoo woo, flop, flap, the loon landed on my lap. Silently we glided under silver webs of dew. Wolf peered from the pines. Can I come too? Maybe next time. It's a one loon, one beaver, one dog canoe. But like an arrow on the wind, the wolf bounded in. Still, I paddled on in my little red canoe. Bear slid down a tree. Can I come too? We're pretty darn full. It's a one wolf, one loon, one beaver, one dog canoe. But with a grunt, a thump, ka-wump, Bear dropped on his rump. I J-stroked, I C-stroked, what else could I do? Moose lifted his head. Can I come too? Oh boy. You'll do us all in. It's a one bear, a one wolf, a one loon, a one beaver, a one dog canoe. But with a toss of his rack, Moose climbed on the back. We teetered and tottered. I glared at my crew. Frog hopped to a rock. Can I come too? Frog, can't you see? It's a one moose, one bear, one wolf, one loon, one beaver, one dog canoe. But with a leap, plop, swoosh, bang, flop. We sputtered, we splashed, we drip-dried on the sand. Sorry, Beaver said. We should have listened to you. Guess you were right. It is a one-dog canoe. I started to grin. It's okay. We had a good swim. Then together we bailed till my vessel was dry, and with a push, a swoosh, a glide, we waved goodbye. I set off that evening as the northern lights grew, just me and my pal in a one-dog canoe. What do you think? Were some of your predictions right? Did you think all those animals would join? Did you think that eventually they'd just go up in the air and there'd be too many animals for the canoe? So, do you think the title and the illustrations on the cover helped you predict what was going to happen in the book? I think so, a little bit. This one was really good. They look a little surprised with the loon, don't they? Yep, a lot of times the cover and the title will give you clues and help you predict what the book might be about. So, an activity you could do at home with a brother, sister, mom, dad, or whatever, is you could find a book that maybe a family member hasn't read yet, or you haven't read in a long time. And you could have them look at the cover and the illustrations and the title and have them guess what they think the book is about. And then you can read it together and see if their predictions were right. Another thing you could do is if you're watching TV or a movie with a family member, you can maybe predict what you think is going to happen next, or you can predict what might happen at the end of the movie or the TV show. So hopefully you can find a book at home You can do some predicting with your family member. Have them try and predict what they think the book is about. And remember, predictions are guesses. All right? Thank you. Bye-bye.